Ellen panics because she heard an explosion, but Chin Tion tells her to calm down. Chin Tion wonders how an airplane comes to a deserted island. They come out of the forest and arrive at a dead end. Chin Tion suggests stopping first and planning what to do next. Chin Tion mentions how they don't have enough food if they go to the plane's crash site and get back to their campsite. Ellen then suggests replenishing in the camp first and returning. However, Chin Tion disagrees and claims one person will do. Ellen realizes that she can return to the camp alone while Chin Tion will have enough food if he goes alone. Chin Tion worries, but Ellen is confident that she can go back alone. That night, Ellen plays with the baby eagle. She wonders what to name it. Chin Tion suggests an absurd name again. Ellen sweetly calls it Xiaobai, but names like Shanbai and Sand Eagle are better for Chin Tion. The next morning, Chin Tion discovers that Ellen procured some pine oil. He claims it can be useful for many things. Ellen tells him to take care. While alone, Chin Tion uses his superpower every hour, heading to the north. He suddenly arrives in a wetland and orders Sand Eagle to scout the area. He synchronizes his eyesight with that eagle and sees a body of water. He then prepares to head out and check. Chin Tion later arrives at a swamp. He tries to go around it, but the swamp covers a lot of the area. There are also a lot of mosquitoes in the area, making Chin Tion worried about infections. He also can't step into the swamp, seeing that it is unmoving, meaning it is an area for bacterial development. In the end, Chin Tion traverses the swamp. He starts running again to find the plane. He suddenly got caught in quicksand. He changes his position to limit the speed of drowning. He orders Sand Eagle to look for a branch. He brings out ropes and Sand Eagle starts dropping branches. Chin Tion asks for more and starts tying up the branches until he creates a frame of them. He forces himself to climb on the frame of the branches. It took him an hour to escape, and he decides to be more careful in this kind of swamp. He recalls the main character of a movie he has seen before. He disassembles the frame and chooses the driest branches. He bundles them and places each bundle on his feet. Seeing that it works on the swamp, Chin Tion starts moving again on top of the swamp. As he gets near the landing area, he wonders if there are crews on the plane. Meanwhile, on the plane, a blonde-haired woman wonders where she landed. She recalls encountering a storm, losing control, and getting stuck in the turbulence. She was lucky enough to adjust her landing route before crashing. She is glad enough not to have been injured after her accident. She thinks she is in South America because of the swamps. She wonders if someone is living in the area. She starts calling for anyone, but no one is answering. She realizes no one will live on this deserted island. Just when she decided to sleep for the night, she hears some rustling nearby. Not far away, Chin Tion is shouting and looking for someone. Thinking that the crew might be injured, Chin Tion is in a hurry to check on them. Just then Sand Eagle sees a big white bird and Chin Tion asks her to lead him there. Chin Tion finally finds the aircraft and shouts out loud for anyone. He hopes nothing scary happened. Upon checking, he doesn't see any bleeding signs. The plane looks brand new, but it is an old model. Just then Chin Tion hears someone shouting and sees the blonde-haired woman running away from something. She exclaims that there are crocodiles. Chin Tion can see some mugger crocodiles chasing her. He goes inside the plane and extends his arm. The woman grabs his hand and climbs the plane. They stumble down inside the cockpit, and Chin Tion can't help but blush in front of a beauty with her cushion stuck on him. The crocodiles shake the plane with their tails, and Chin Tion feels the woman's cushions again. They look at the ground and see the crocodiles attacking the plane. Chin Tion wonders why they are so aggressive. He tries to attack them, but rock arrows are ineffective against their hides. Chin Tion then tries to target their eyes, but they are too small as a target. His attack just made the crocodile angry, and it won't take long for the plane to get destroyed. Just then Chin Tion uses the system. He got tons of points now and looks for a suitable power for the current situation. Just when he decided to buy the Sagittarius talent, the woman suggests burning the crocodiles. Seeing alcohol, Chin Tion stops her and claims that alcohol is extremely important. Chin Tion asks for the lighter and the woman willingly gives it away. Chin Tion then proceeds to buy a superpower. He activates it but he can't feel anything compared to the cheetah skill. The crocodiles are getting rowdy again. Chin Tion applies pine oil to the arrowhead and lights it up. He uses his skill and it looks like he is in a FPS game. He also got a sight marker and a ruler. He adjusts his position and fires the arrow, hitting the crocodile's eye. Chin Tion continues shooting as the woman helps him with the arrows. He shoots the rest of the crocodiles and the beasts scamper away. The woman shouts that Chin Tion is her hero. Chin Tion introduces himself and asks for the woman's name. She introduces herself as Jessica Hathaway. She asks where they are. Chin Tion asks her to slow down because his English is not good. Jessica wonders what kind of Asian Chin Tion is and thinks he might be Chinese, but all she met before got long braids. Chin Tion if Jessica has a mobile phone, but Jessica only knows the telephone. The two just realize that communication is hard. Night comes and Chin Tion finds canned food on the plane. Jessica opens it in an old manner. Chin Tion discovers the expiration date goes back to 1928. Jessica wonders if there is anything wrong and Chin Tion hopes he can tell that it is expired. Jessica tells him not to worry because it is beef. Chin Tion can taste that the food is okay. The two got full with a spoonful. Feeling tired, they retire for the night. The morning comes and Chin Tion notices Jessica boiling water. He can't believe she has a lot of things in her bag like Doraemon. Chin Tion brings out meat and suggests cooking pork soup. After their meal, the two try to converse but a language barrier exists. Chin Tion can only show Jessica the rough mapping of the island. Chin Tion thought of having Ellen talk to Jessica, so he invited her to their camp. He feels bad leaving usable parts of the plan out. Just then Jessica notices the sand eagle and panics. Chin Tion tells her not to worry because it is his pet. They start traveling but encounter thick smoke midday. Even Sand Eagle doesn't have any idea. Jessica then asks for a break. While Chin Tion wonders when the smoke will go away, Jessica falls unconscious. Chin Tion can also feel that he is getting tired. There might be something in the smoke. Chin Tion crawls toward Jessica. Jessica's symptoms are quite severe while Chin Tion can still move his hands. He grabs Jessica's lighter and rummages through her bag. A medicine box is among the things in the bag. However, Chin Tion can't read English. He then notices an electric box. He also brings out some other things along with his bamboo tube. Chin Tion connected everything and came up with an electrolysis apparatus. The oxygen produced from the process is then passed to Jessica through a tube. Jessica soon regains consciousness and Chin Tion mentions that the smoke is methane. The two alternately use the oxygen tube as they traverse the methane fog. They see the end point and finally get out of it. They finally get to breathe fresh air. It is getting late and the two are still not fully recovered, so they set up camp. Meanwhile at the camp, Ellen is having trouble with the raccoons. Fish for Xiaobai's meal is now less plentiful. Xiaobai chirps and Ellen gives it a fish. Ellen worries for Chin Tion and decides to look for him the next day. Just then Xiaobai chirps as it sees its parents. Seeing Sand Eagle, Chin Tion is back for sure. Ellen gets excited to see Chin Tion, but seeing Jessica surprises her more. Chin Tion wonders if Ellen misses him after 3 days. Chin Tion introduces Jessica to Ellen and asks her to communicate with the foreigner. The two immediately kick off a conversation in Chinese. The confused Chin Tion wonders why Jessica is speaking in Chinese now. Jessica blames Chin Tion for trying to speak in broken English and not revealing his nationality. We all agree that Chin Tion is at fault. That night the three had a long discussion. The two Chinese learn that Jessica is a paleontologist who travels around the world. She heard of a nose-walking beast and immediately flew off toward the South Pacific. However, she encountered a storm and crashed on this island. It turns out Jessica is not from a rescue team. At least Chin Tion can now pinpoint their current location with Jessica's information and they can start making a boat. Ellen wonders why Jessica is not worried about crashing on a deserted island. Well, the paleontologist's spirit is burning with passion and excitement. Her scary eyes are enough to cut open Xiaobai and study him. Chin Tion asks this time if Jessica is not worried. She claims not because the two mention making a boat to escape the island and the discovery of how young cats and individuals on this island is one of the greatest discoveries of the 20th century. Ellen corrects her, saying that it is the 21st century. Jessica claims that would be 70 years ahead of them and wonders if the Republic of China is using a different calendar. Chin Tion claims that it is now the People's Republic of China. Jessica wonders if it is a change of regime again. The two Chinese get offended. Jessica apologizes and asks to be corrected instead. Chin Tion then tells her about the establishment of the People's Republic of China in 1949. Jessica claims that it is still 1927. Chin Tion and Ellen are shocked. Chin Tion can see that Jessica is not lying, taking into account the old plane and the canned food's manufacturing date. Jessica then asks what year it is and Chin Tion surprises her by telling her that it is 2020 for them. Jessica then elaborates on what happened until she encountered the storm. Ellen claims that they also encountered a storm. Chin Tion thinks the storm might be a passage of time and space. The topic of time travel is heavy for them because they won't know the way back. Knowing that there are prehistoric and dangerous animals out there, Chin Tion suggests focusing on protecting themselves and improving their quality of life. Jessica wonders if Shanbai can also time travel, but Chin Tion finds it impossible since he has also seen a Titan python. As a paleontologist, Jessica knows that such creatures should have lived in a different era and couldn't live in the forest's refreshing temperature and conditions. Ellen then explains that they have encountered two heavy rains, which can explain how a Titan python can live in the area. Chin Tion and Ellen just hope it won't come through their front door. Ellen then tells Chin Tion and Jessica to rest while she does the night watch. Jessica wants to make it clear if Chin Tion and Ellen are lovers. The two shyly deny and Jessica asks if Ellen is pursuing Chin Tion because she is interested in sleeping in the same bed as Chin Tion, while Ellen also sleeps on a separate bed. Jessica claims she already likes Chin Tion after seeing his heroic acts during her rescue. Ellen is clearly jealous and frustrated. Chin Tion then tells Jessica to calm down and explains how everything should start purely with getting to know each other based on Chinese culture. Jessica then starts flirting with him. A flustered Chin Tion then retires for the night and encloses himself in a sleeping bag. Ellen feels glad but suddenly gets threatened by Jessica's stripping. She is surprised at how open Americans are. She then checks on something and sees Chin Tion watching everything. Jessica says hi to her audience. Ellen scolds Chin Tion while the pets know how their master should be punished. Morning comes and Ellen gives Chin Tion a humble breakfast. Jessica wonders if Chin Tion upset her, but Ellen is only teasing our poor boy. Jessica can see that Ellen also likes him. Jessica knows that Chinese people are polygamous and she offers the first wife's seat in big room to Ellen. Jessica feels this is a bit tricky. Ellen goes to Chin Tion and asks for a big room. She gets flustered after saying that. The three later discuss their future plans. The first stage is they need to explore and learn about the whole island. With Chin Tion's talent, he made barricades against the feisty boars. He also intends to capture some boars and raise them in captivity to ensure food for winter. They also need more resources, especially iron, to create nails to hold the boat in place. The second stage is shipbuilding, which might take years to achieve. Jessica then brings out the contents of his bag to check if there is something useful. Ellen notices a dress and Jessica tells her to try it on. Jessica also has iron tools that are useful. The next day Chin Tion checks the bamboo forest with Shanbai. Just then Sand Eagle discovers something. Jean arrives at the dung hillside and still can't believe he dove into it before. He tests it out and discovers soil nitrate. He collects some dung to make black powder in the future. He goes back to the camp where Jessica prepared a container for the nitrate soil. While preparing things, Chin Tion tells Ellen to guide Jessica around the camp. With a lot of nitrate soil prepared, Chin Tion starts cooking them and the evaporated water and viscous nitrate start precipitating on the bottom. They filter out what is needed until they obtain potassium nitrate. It was a tiring day, so they had their fill first. After that, Chin Tion now obtains potassium nitrate, charcoal and sulfur powders. He estimated the amount for each component and mixed them together. Ellen wonders what Chin Tion is doing. Chin Tion lights up the mixed powder and it explodes. They succeeded in making black powder. Jessica then suggests making a bomb immediately. They start preparing dried soil and dried bamboo for the bomb. Black powder is wrapped in a slightly damped paper and Chin Tion starts making layers in the bamboo. Here is the anatomy of their homemade bomb. The girls are surprised at how Chin Tion can easily make a bomb. He laughs as he recalls the pranks that he was a part of when he was still a kid. Unbearable memories indeed. Soon after, Chin Tion tells the girls to back off and he throws a lighted bomb outside of the camp area. It explodes and Chin Tion gains points for successfully creating a bomb. Seeing that the explosion is not powerful, they wonder how much black powder should be put into the bomb. Chin Tion claims he just needs a bomb that can scare off wild animals. Just in case they later made more lethal bombs but were limited to only 3. Days later, the group starts cooking bricks in kilns. Seeing that it takes a day to dry one, they gave up. They then decided to use wood and bamboo instead. The summer heat arrives and it is getting into the hard-working Chin Tion. He takes a break and drinks some water. He realizes he hasn't moved the potassium nitrate for a while now. He then decides to use it to make ice. He puts a pot of drinkable water in a pool of water with dissolved potassium nitrate. He then starts preparing some raspberries. He pours out the water from the pot and discovers the accumulated thin ice. He tops it with crushed raspberries and the dessert is done. Ellen and Jessica come back and Ellen happily presents a grape to Chin Tion. Jessica claims that Ellen wants to surprise Chin Tion. Chin Tion then presents them with their reward. The girls are excited to see an ice smoothie. The girls enjoy the dessert, making Ellen feel like surfing in the ocean waves. Jessica wonders if Chin Tion used some Chinese sorcery to make it, but Chin Tion explains that he only used potassium nitrate. Embarrassed by the compliment, Chin Tion suggests putting in some grapes too. However, the glutton is already eating the ice smoothie as it is. In order to make better ice, Chin Tion and Ellen make some pottery similar to a matryoshka doll. The new tools can be used to greatly improve the cooling, and creating the ice will be more efficient. Meanwhile, Jessica is focused on making wine using the grapes they foraged. They make sure to cover it in tight containers or it will turn into vinegar instead. Jessica then checks on what Chin Tion is doing. He claims he is making fan blades, not the fan itself. However, he claims that it will be automatic. He will put it on a long stick and the other end will be pushed by steam from boiling water. Ellen suggests adding a condenser and Chin Tion agrees. Midsummer arrived and the group managed to improve their steam-powered fan. They made it to reuse the water being condensed. They also created raspberry popsicles. Shanbai also got addicted to it. Ellen worries for Xiaobai and Sand Eagle. Chin Tion suggests giving them iced water. A storm suddenly comes and Ellen is worried that the boars will topple down their incomplete fence. Chin Tion assures her that it will be different this time because they have the bombs. Rain continues pouring down and the boars come out of the forest. Jessica has wanted to see this scene since she heard about it. Ellen wants to help too. Chin Tion can't believe how much the rain pours. He starts shooting arrows at the rampaging boars. Seeing that the boars are divided, Chin Tion asks Shanbai and Sand Eagle to take care of the ones on the left. The two pets start obliterating the boars. Chin Tion and Jessica start taking care of the boars on their side and find out that they are increasing. Ellen suddenly shouts to move away. She tells the other two to be careful as she tosses a bomb. The bomb lands in front of the boars and the explosion is enough to make them panic. The boars on the other side are also escaping. Chin Tion doesn't want to let them get away and starts firing arrows again. Shanbai and Sand Eagle are also doing their jobs very well. They come out victorious as the rest of the boars escape. Seeing that they killed a lot, Chin Tion knows that the boars can't reproduce for a while now. He needs to be careful or they will lose their source of meat. With this amount of meat they will have food for 6 months. The group then starts focusing on strengthening their fence during rainy days. During the 2 weeks of rain, they no longer worried about the boar raids. The island continues to experience the rainy season. Chin Tion wonders if the wine they brewed is now fine. The girls are excited but get disgusted seeing the insides of the pot. Jessica wonders if she brewed it wrong. Chin Tion explains that this is a normal phenomenon during fermentation. Chin Tion filters the impurities and presents their homebrewed wine. However, it is too sour to taste. Chin Tion then realizes that they should wait a bit longer. He then tells the girls that they will make distilled spirits. He tells them how the distillation process will go. He claims it will take until the night before the process ends. Ellen arrives with brown sugar and baking soda. Chin Tion concocts something and after refrigeration he lets the girls taste it. Ellen can't believe she is tasting Jian Li Bao, a Chinese carbonated drink. Jessica is reminded of Coca-Cola. Well, Jian Li Bao is Chinese Coke. A month later the camp is completely perfect, with a grocery room, pottery room and washing block. Chin Tion is awarded system points. Summer ends without anyone knowing and Xiaobai can now fly on its own. Chin Tion thanks Ellen for the clothes she made for him. She is glad after spending too much time making it. However, Chin Tion is too focused on functionality instead. Chin Tion plans to investigate the surrounding areas, especially the plane's crash site, for 3 days. Right now Chin Tion can do it with enough food packed in his bag. Chin Tion and Xiaobai continued running the whole day. He finds a place to camp and uses Jessica's camping tents and sleeping bags. The next day, Chin Tion arrives at the volcano he has seen before. It's a good thing he wore jeans because of the thick shrubs in the area. He notices Xiaobai feeling unwell. It might be because of the smell of sulfur. Chin Tion tells Xiaobai to wait for him and he climbs the volcano alone. There, he finds a sulfur mine. With this amount they can make more bombs. He also checks the surrounding rocks and minerals. He doesn't know what type of rock it is, so he purchased an appraisal skill to check it. He finds out it can be used to create colorless glass. After finding a ton of ore and minerals, Chin Tion camps for the night. He tries excavating the volcano's surface the next day, but it's really hard, causing him back pain in the process. The sand eagle arrives with a letter from Ellen. She tells her to be alert and careful with love. Chin Tion blushes as he plans for his next actions. He then asks Sand Eagle to scout for him and Chin Tion synchronizes with it. He needs to figure out the methane fog's duration. Sand Eagle reports that there are two-legged animals nearby. Chin Tion runs as he tells Xiaobai to stay. He uses his superpower and asks Sand Eagle if he is getting near. He continues running until he finds people. A group of Viking-looking men is chasing a little girl. The cornered little girl tries to fight the men, but they have shields to block her attack. Still, she manages to target their vital points. She is alert enough to dodge the attacks of the other men. She didn't notice that she was surrounded. She shouts as she keeps fighting them. Chin Tion can see that they are really killing each other. He feels like he needs to save the little girl. He starts concocting a bomb right on the spot. He created a smoke bomb. He is nervous about using the bomb against people, but the island is lawless in the first place. To save the girl, he fires an arrow at the men. The little girl takes the chance to escape from the distracted Viking men. Chin Tion fires more arrows to distract the men. The escaping girl just noticed Chin Tion. Chin Tion throws the smoke bomb and it immediately explodes. The girl stopped and watched the smoke. Chin Tion tells her to run, and the girl follows him. The smoke clears out and the Viking men start chasing them. Chin Tion knows it is hard to win against them and running away is the only option. He can see that the girl is bleeding a lot and tells her to get on his back. However, the girl tells him to go alone instead. She plans to fight the men so Chin Tion can run away. Chin Tion sighs and grabs her. He uses his superpower to gain speed. Just then, Sand Eagle reports that the Titan Python is nearby. The Titan Python appears, scaring the Viking men. Despite the crowd in front of it, the Titan Python chases after Chin Tion. He wonders if it has a grudge against him. Chin Tion dodges its attack and the girl leaps on it. Chin Tion is impressed to see the girl maneuver on the python's slippery body. She stabs it and it makes the python hiss in pain. She falls from the python which starts attacking her. Chin Tion saves her using his superpower while throwing a bomb in its mouth. They get pushed aside by the python's body, and smoke starts coming out of the python's mouth. It tries to attack Chin Tion and the girl, but the bomb inside explodes. It falls to the ground and Chin Tion and the girl escape the area. Chin Tion and the girl continue to run away. The Titan boa gets back up and chases after them. Chin Tion promises to pray to God every day if he saves them. The girl exclaims that there is no use in fighting a snake while the two hide in a bush. The Titan boa's senses should be busted up after the bomb explodes in its mouth. Chin Tion sees the chance and orders Sand Eagle to attack the huge snake. Sand Eagle is now distracting the Titan boa. However, Chin Tion was actually holding the girl's chest all this time. Chin Tion claims it is time to move. Later, the two meet Shan Bai. The girl quickly stands on guard, seeing a beast. Chin Tion tells her that Shan Bai is a pet and they can ride him. The girl bows down to Chin Tion. Chin Tion puts her on Shan Bai and they travel until Chin Tion notices that he needs to tend to the girl's wounds. The girl is surprised to see a lighter that can easily light up a fire. Chin Tion then brings out medicine and uses sign language to tell the girl that it will be painful. The girl puts up with the pain and her arm gets bandaged. The wounds on her thighs are next and Chin Tion brainwashes himself first that she is wearing something colorless. The girl moans in pain and she finally gets treated. After setting up the tent, Chin Tion tries to move the girl inside but her wildlife alertness kicks in and she attacks Chin Tion. Chin Tion narrowly dodges the blade, causing the girl to bump into him and they both fall. The girl apologizes but Chin Tion understands her nature. Inside the tent, the girl's stomach growls. Embarrassed, she pats her stomach vigorously. Chin Tion gives her some dried meat and she humbly accepts it. Later, they sleep in a comfortable position. In the morning, Chin Tion wakes up to the sound of the girl screaming. He stops her from fighting with Sand Eagle. Chin Tion expresses gratitude to Sand Eagle for luring away the Titan boa. Unable to communicate well with the girl, Chin Tion decides to take her to the camp. Ellen and Jessica, who had received a letter in advance through Sand Eagle, meet the girl. Jessica now doubts Chin Tion's taste in girls. The girl asks a question and Jessica replies that they are not witches. They continue their conversation. Ellen wonders what they're talking about and Jessica explains that the girl is Nick Hani, a member of the Lada tribe from Yemen. The Lada tribe was self-sufficient but they mysteriously disappeared in August 1939. Soldiers haven't seen any signs of their departure. Chin Tion wonders if their situation is similar to theirs traveling through time and space. Jessica asks Nick for more information and learns that they have been on the island for 3 years. However, a year ago, a group of men on ships started capturing them. Chin Tion recalls the pirates. Ellen suggests aligning with the Lada tribe and Chin Tion agrees. Nick shares that they have been surviving by hunting and foraging. They referred to the area covered in methane fog as the land of the dead since no one has returned after entering it. The fog stretches throughout the island and only disappears for 2 days a year during winter. Chin Tion states that they have 3 months remaining. Nick also expresses a desire for wizard Chin Tion to help them. Chin Tion wonders why he was called a wizard. Jessica explains that Nick saw his actions yesterday as mysterious and now reveres him as a chosen wizard by the saint. Chin Tion asks Jessica to clarify to Nick that he is not a wizard. However, Jessica suggests using this as an opportunity to connect with the Lada tribe. Chin Tion thinks it's a great idea and they start planning, scaring Ellen with their laughter. Later, Nick starts worshipping Chin Tion. Jessica suggests learning Arabic in 2 months but Chin Tion refuses, fearing it will overwhelm him. However, the system suggests buying a book on world languages. They all divide their tasks. Ellen will cook, Chin Tion will bathe in the river, and Jessica will babysit Nick for now. Jessica helps Nick take a bath to prevent her from getting sick. Ellen finishes cooking later, presenting an extravagant dinner for the first time. They all praise Ellen's improvement in cooking. Nick remarks that it's the first time she has seen so much food on a table and finds it delicious. She cries, expressing her hope that her tribe can also enjoy such food. Later, Chin Tion sets up a tent to sleep outside after explaining Nick's situation to the 2 girls. Nick sleeps in the corner of the cave while holding her knives. The next day, Jessica teaches Ellen and Chin Tion the Arabic language. After their lesson, Ellen wonders if Chin Tion will search for the Lada tribe. Due to the fog, Ellen suggests building a boat to go around it. Chin Tion agrees and goes to search for wood. Nick tries to help Chin Tion cut down trees, but he tells her not to because she is still injured. She shouts and demonstrates her strength by easily chopping down a tree, leaving Chin Tion shocked. They manage to gather enough wood in 3 days. The following day, the smoke from melted pyrite is sufficient to scare away nearby animals. Chin Tion does more processing and finally obtains iron. However, pyrite can only yield a small amount of iron. While melting the iron, Chin Tion notices that Nick fits the lolly standard. Nick gets confused and coughs. Later they pour the melted iron into a mold. During dinner, Ellen reports that their area has limited resources, specifically fruits, and expresses concern about winter. Chin Tion suggests making mixed canned fruits. To store the canned fruits they need glass, so they all go to the river the next day to collect silicon, a material used for making glass. Chin Tion comments on the clarity of something he found and Jessica covers her white shirt. Just then Ellen discovers something sparkly. Luckily, she finds gold. Nick appears with a handful of gold as well. Jessica wonders where she found it and they all stumble upon a gold haven. Jessica also finds a piece of diamond. They celebrate the potential wealth they will have. However, they realize something and decide to focus on finding silicon instead. Afterward, they leave with baskets filled with silicon, gold, and diamonds. If they manage to escape the island one day, they will be rich. Later, Chin Tion prepares some shell powder and galena to reinforce the glass. He melts the materials together with Nick. Meanwhile, Ellen and Jessica make a blowing tube for shaping the glass. Afterward, Chin Tion demonstrates glass blowing, leaving Nick surprised and thinking it's magic. The girls continue to give instructions on forming the glass. However, they encounter some failures and Chin Tion warns the girls to be careful, unlike him. Ellen attempts it in one go and with Jessica's support she starts shaping the bottle. The glass cools down, but Ellen isn't satisfied with the result. Nevertheless, she appears cool in front of the others, earning their praise. She wonders what to do next and Chin Tion instructs her to dip it in water and use a knife to cut it. Ellen suggests creating a rotating round table for making crystal wares. Chin Tion polishes the glass made by Ellen and shows it to Nick. Nick exclaims that Chin Tion is truly a wizard and Chin Tion can now understand her thanks to the system. In the following days, the girls focus on making more glass bottles while Chin Tion and Nick gather materials for making bombs. During their meal, Chin Tion proposes the idea of making a telescope for searching and investigation. He plans to create a Keplerian telescope with convex lenses. The next day, Chin Tion makes the lens molds with Ellen. Starting to produce 5 of them, they pour liquid crystals onto the molds and wait for them to cool down. Chin Tion then assembles the lenses in a bamboo frame and they finally have a telescope. They all try it out and Nick is particularly amazed by it. Additionally, they also make magnifying glasses. With everything prepared, the next step is building the boat. However, they have limited sources of wood and iron. Based on the encyclopedia, Chin Tion decides to construct a 2-hull boat with a sail. Jessica suggests making paddles as well in case the wind blows them in the wrong direction so they won't rely solely on the sail. Ellen is impressed by Jessica's knowledge. They immediately start working on the boat and Chin Tion also installs a cabin as a precaution. After a week, the boat is completed and floating. While enjoying the night sky, Nick promises to save her father and tribe. Ellen wonders what Chin Tion is contemplating deeply. Chin Tion expresses his concerns about their first voyage, but Ellen tells him that it is exciting and thrilling instead. She assures him not to worry because Jessica is now with them. As Ellen tells Chin Tion to be careful, the two blush. Jessica wonders if this is a lover's conversation and asks if she can join in. The two are surprised and Ellen tells Jessica to wear more clothing. The following morning it's time for them to depart. Chin Tion gives Ellen some precautions and asks Shanbai to protect her. Chin Tion and Jessica assure Ellen that they will return soon. Ellen swears to protect the camp. Meanwhile, Chin Tion is relieved that he doesn't get seasick. Nick is now ready to save her people with Chin Tion and Jessica. Jessica is the one who will navigate the boat, but her arrogance irritates Chin Tion. Noon arrives and the wind calms down, which continues into the afternoon. Paddling becomes the only solution, but they need to take occasional rests. Night falls and they are almost reaching the other side of the island. However, they still need another day to reach their destination. Jessica starts her night watch, but after 2 hours Chin Tion wakes up. Jessica tells him to go back to sleep, but Chin Tion decides to stay awake and listen to Jessica's field of study. Jessica clings to him and tells the story of the Megalodon, the ancient king of the seas. Chin Tion gets scared and requests a different topic. Jessica suggests the Mosasaurus, but being at sea makes Chin Tion afraid of hearing about sea creatures. Jessica then suggests turtles and Chin Tion agrees to that. Like a child, Jessica shares her knowledge about ancient creatures until morning comes. Nick shouts as she sees a coastline. They land and set up a camp for the night. Nick reveals that the pirates are also in the coastal area. The next day they travel through the forest and vegetation until they reach the village. However, Nick suggests hiding first because she finds it strange that there are no guards at this time. Sand Eagle reports that there are many humans around. Chin Tion plans to scout the area first, but Nick starts running toward the village. Everyone was actually in a meeting to convince the elder to save Nick, who had gone missing. Suddenly Nick appears and surprises everyone. She learns that the men, including her father, are also missing. The elder, Hamel, explains that they had been searching for Nick, who had been missing for days. Some men offer to search for the others who are missing, but Nick stops them. She then tells them that she crossed the deadly area and reached the other side of the island. She claims to have met the Mighty One. However, everyone considers her delusional and suggests that she rests from exhaustion. A man named Kata dismisses the idea of relying on a non-existent entity. Nick insists that the Mighty One exists and Sand Eagle suddenly flies by. Panic ensues as Sand Eagle tries to scare them. Chin Tion makes his entrance with the help of Sand Eagle. Nick refers to him as the Mighty One and everyone gathers around Chin Tion. Aware that they find him suspicious, Chin Tion decides to take action. He ignites the lighter and everyone is astonished to witness what they perceive as magic. The lot of people immediately kneel before him. Kata rudely demands to test Chin Tion. Nick exclaims how strong Chin Tion is, igniting Kata's fighting spirit. Chin Tion showcases his superpower and surprises Kata with his speed, leaving everyone in awe of his inhuman swiftness. A stunned Kata breaks into a cold sweat. Chin Tion declares that he will use only 2 fingers and instructs Kata to stand. Despite Kata's efforts, he is unable to move. Chin Tion smirks at him and everyone is amazed to see their strongest warrior rendered weak before Chin Tion. Realizing that Kata cannot fight, Chin Tion removes his fingers from Kata's forehead. Kata springs up and glares at Chin Tion before ultimately leaving. Chin Tion is relieved that his plan worked. Elder Hamel requests Chin Tion to save their tribe and Jessica suddenly appears. The elder refers to her as the Mighty Woman. Seeing Chin Tion's superpower, Jessica comments on the reality of the Chinese term hidden dragon and claims that men keeping secrets are more attractive. The crowd cheers as the mighty Chin Tion offers his assistance. Elder Hamel then leads them to their tent, which functions as a church. Chin Tion wonders about Nick's whereabouts, and Jessica informs him that she is outside, sharing stories about the mighty Chin Tion. She also mentions how the telescope gives her remarkable vision. Kata states that he admires genuine strength, not magic. Chin Tion expresses concern for the tribe, which consists of the elderly, women, children, and injured soldiers. A girl named Abby Lu approaches them and offers some fruits. She tearfully implores Chin Tion to save their tribe. Chin Tion reassures her and gives her some dried meat. Hungry, Lu eagerly devours the meat, revealing that the tribe is experiencing a food shortage. The presence of another group on the island has made it difficult for their tribe to acquire sufficient food. Chin Tion realizes the severity of their situation. Elder Hamel arrives and scolds Lu, but Chin Tion intervenes, assuring him that it's fine. He observes the amount of food Elder Hamel has brought and politely declines, acknowledging the food shortage. He emphasizes that he was merely fortunate to be chosen as the Mighty One and requests to be treated as a fellow human. Chin Tion retrieves his bag containing smoked meat and offers to share it with the lot of people. Elder Hamel becomes emotional and expresses his gratitude to Chin Tion. The lot of people rejoice, believing that the gods have answered their prayers by sending the Mighty One to rescue them. Elder Hamel is relieved that the Mighty One is a kind-hearted person. Chin Tion feels the weight of his title, but Jessica assures him that everyone is supporting him. She reminds him of the Chinese saying that changing the world is possible with everyone's help. The next day Chin Tion and Jessica search for the others. Nick explains that they went to find food. Elder Hamel offers fruits to Chin Tion once again. Chin Tion inquires about the other fighters, but Elder Hamel insists that the Mighty One alone is more than capable of dealing with the brutes. Jessica clarifies that the Mighty One has exhausted much of his powers to descend. Chin Tion feigns weakness and states that he can only investigate now. Elder Hamel becomes emotional, believing that Chin Tion has made significant sacrifices. Fortunately, Nick knows the enemy's location and leads Chin Tion to a coastal encampment. Upon realizing that they are Vikings posing as pirates, Chin Tion deems it impossible to establish peace with them. Nick notices the lot of people being held as slaves. Seeing the guards around the perimeter, Chin Tion assumes the presence of an enemy. Sand Eagle reports that someone is approaching, prompting Chin Tion and Nick to hide. A group of armed pirates appears and they discuss a near-death encounter with a Titan boa. One survivor shares their experience, causing some of them to feel fear. However, another pirate claims they can defeat the Titan boa once they obtain the Fountain of Youth. Following the Titan boa, they believe the lot of people have hidden it. Continuing their patrol, Chin Tion can hardly believe he heard something fantastical. Realizing that these pirates intentionally arrived on the island, Chin Tion suspects they possess a map showing the way home. Nick expresses surprise that Chin Tion understands the pirates, and he explains that he can easily learn any language. Determined, the two set off as Chin Tion plans to discuss a strategy with Jessica. Meanwhile, a group of tribesmen is being pursued by the pirates led by Kata. He instructs Ragna to leave behind the injured Aruba so they can escape. Aruba pleads not to be abandoned, but Kata reminds him that he is a courageous soldier and leaves him behind. Ragna feels guilty, but it is for the sake of the tribe's survival. Suddenly, Nick appears, and an arrow strikes one of the pirates. Kata warns against sounding the horn. Nick struggles in her fight against the pirates. Kata charges forward with a spear, taking down one of the pirates. However, they are outnumbered and Kata calls for Ragna's assistance. Surrounded, Nick whispers to Kata advising him to conserve his energy. Chin Tion arrives and saves Aruba, while Kata and Nick keep the pirates occupied. Aruba weeps as Chin Tion conceals him in a nearby tree. Chin Tion then communicates with Nick through Sand Eagle, signaling her. Nick becomes focused and starts eliminating some of the pirates. Kata follows suit. One of the pirates panics as the tide turns against them. Nick and Kata move to finish off the remaining pirates. Kata throws his spear to kill the pirate with the blowhorn. They start running away knowing that the other pirates are now alerted to the horn. They ask Chin Tion what to do next. He suggests waiting for the night. Pirates start coming to the area and finding their dead comrades on the ground. They laugh at the dead while calling them weak. They see some blood traces and plan to follow their target. Meanwhile, Chin Tion just finished applying first aid in Aruba. Aruba apologizes for being a burden. They travel through the forest until they settle in a cave for the night. Nick wonders if the pirates know their tribe's location, but Kata says they don't. Ragnar explains that they only ventured further to look for food. Just then their stomachs growled in unison. Chin Tion gives them some dried meat, but Kata is still hesitating to trust Chin Tion. Aruba claims Kata's share, but Kata swipes it away while blaming Aruba for the recent issue. However, Chin Tion can see that they don't really hate each other. The next morning they continue traveling through the forest and arrive at their tribe camp. Chin Tion asks them to take care of the injured Aruba. Chin Tion meets Jessica and reports about the Vikings. Jessica sighs as she finds it better to see their bones instead of the ones in the flesh. Chin Tion shares what he heard from the Vikings about the Titan boa and Leviathan. Jessica claims that a Leviathan is just a huge whale and tells Chin Tion not to worry about it. Chin Tion then asks about the Fountain of Youth. Jessica claims that it is a famous myth among the Vikings. A fountain contains water that can help a pirate live forever. However, another pirate uses a chalice to hide the fountain and disappears. Chin Tion then asks her about the tribe's situation, and Jessica claims that the Lada tribe's situation is very bad, especially in food matters. Chin Tion needs to come up with a solution for it and wonders if they can borrow some food. Jessica gets confused, and Chin Tion explains that the pirates should have a storehouse that has food in it. They can distract the pirates on one side and sneak in to steal their food. Jessica worries about the plan, but Chin Tion swears to make it successful. However, Jessica remembers that there are a lot of people chained up in the pirates' camp. Chin Tion claims he also has a plan for that. The next day, Chin Tion asks Elder Hamel if there are any craftsmen in the tribe. Elder Hamel remembers Alex and immediately introduces her to them. However, she is too focused on creating a spear. Chin Tion is amazed at how intricate Alex is. Alex finishes her spear and just notices the others beside her. Chin Tion asks Alex if she can make a container and small pipes, basically a catheter and reagent bottle. Alex proudly swears that she can make anything. Chin Tion then asks Elder Hamel if there are any leftover bones. Elder Hyam gets excited assuming that Chin Tion will do voodoo magic, but Chin Tion refutes what he said. Jessica steps in and tells the elder that they will only make a useful tool. Hamel then claims that they have collected the bones in one spot as a form of respect toward the Earth's spirit. Chin Tion then asks Elder Hamel to leave them for now. Jessica wonders what Chin Tion will do. Chin Tion explains that he will produce phosphorus. He then writes a request to Ellen for silica and sends Sand Eagle away. Chin Tion then asks Jessica to help him look for food. As they look around the forest, they discover Aruba while looking for food despite being injured. Chin Tion wonders where Aruba found the huge leaf on his arm. Aruba shows it and claims that they are using it as a hat. Jessica and Chin Tion shout as they recognize the taro leaf. Chin Tion asks Aruba to lead them to where he found the leaf. They later arrive in a taro field. Jessica exclaims that they found food, but Aruba tells them that the leaves are inedible. Chin Tion claims that taro is edible once cooked. However, Aruba can remember how his mouth burned for a day after eating a leaf. Aruba trusts Chin Tion for now and starts plucking leaves. Chin Tion stops him and claims that they won't eat the leaves. Jessica shows that the flesh growing underground is edible. The three of them started harvesting and brought a lot of taro back to the tribe. Chin Tion and Jessica start boiling the taro in a huge pot of water. After some time, Chin Tion uncovers the lid and the delicious smell fills the air. After checking that they are cooked, the boiled taros are shared with the tribe. They start munching on the taro, but Chin Tion tells them to peel the taro first. Elder Hamel cries as he realizes that they won't starve anymore. Chin Tion and Jessica can only smile. They all thank Chin Tion. Elder Hamel is even kneeling. The other lot of people arrive as the smell leads them into the area. Chin Tion tells them that he is cooking food for them. They get excited as they see huge pots of it. Nick and Kata wonder what is happening and some of them explain the situation. Elder Hamel gets their attention to thank the almighty Chin Tion. Chin Tion then makes a speech just to open the lid so the food can be served. While everyone enjoys the taro, Nick and Elu approach Chin Tion and Jessica. Elu gives Chin Tion a handmade necklace as thanks for saving their tribe. Ragna comments on how down-to-earth Chin Tion is, but Kata still can't accept him. After their community meal, Chin Tion announces that the food supply might run out soon. He suggests building a boat as soon as possible to leave the area and rescue the captivated Lada people. They soon go to the coast where Chin Tion and the others landed. Chin Tion then asks Alex for his request. Jessica is impressed by Alex's craftsmanship, but there is still not enough for Chin Tion's needs. Later, Chin Tion starts collecting seashells to ground them later and gain calcium hydroxide. Jessica boils seawater to acquire salt brine. They mix the two together and go through different processes until they acquire magnesium powder. Seeing that it is ready, Jessica suggests testing immediately. Chin Tion lights up a bit of the powder and the flashy spark is enough to be called witchcraft by the Lada people. The tribe later stops working and takes their dinner. Alex reports to Chin Tion, who asks her to create a tenant and gives her a blueprint. Alex is impressed by how things get connected without ropes. She claims it will take a long time if it will be done on the boat. Jessica explains to Alex that it will not the boat as a whole and marks the parts to focus on the blueprint. Alex claims that it will just take 3 days and Chin Tion leaves the job to her. The next morning Sand Eagle is back with a package. Chin Tion is glad to see new tools and commends Ellen's craftsmanship. She even has a note to warn Chin Tion of his safety. With the animal bones, Chin Tion grounds and mixes them with some of phosphorus. They can obtain a safety match soon. What Chin Tion wants is the red phosphorus match because it is safer. He continues working on the processes. While at it, he and Jessica prepare tree bark for the matchsticks. They soon finished all the components for the safety match. Chin Tion starts mixing things until Jessica asks him if he is ready. Chin Tion strikes the match and it successfully lights up. Jessica gets excited and hugs Chin Tion. Chin Tion then moves over to work on Aqua Regia. The two later return to the coastal camp. Nick proudly shows how her wounds are now healed. Alex shows how they have already made 6 boats. Chin Tion is impressed by how sturdy they are. Alex wonders when they are going to save the captivated ones and Chin Tion tells her that it will be in 4 days. 4 days later Chin Tion and Jessica give out 1 safety matchbox per person. Chin Tion then demonstrates how to use it and Lu immediately tries it out. Everyone is amazed by the magic, but it is only chemistry for modern people. Everyone is amazed that they can light up a fire easily by themselves. Everyone finds them convenient, especially our tsundere kata. Chin Tion then it is almost time to rescue the captive tribe members and everyone cheers for their success. Chin Tion then announces the members of the rescue team. He chooses the twins Bakuma and Bahama, who are both good with bows and knives, and Vera, who is the oldest dual-axe wielding warrior. Nick, Kata, Aruba, and Ragna will also join them. Chin Tion tells them the plan and dismisses them. Jessica worries that Chin Tion doesn't have the determination to kill a person yet. She reminds him that even animals kill each other for survival and points out that the pirate's hands are already bloodied from killing people. Chin Tion calms down as Jessica hugs him. The next night in the pirates' camp, guards complain about how cold the weather is outside. Just then one of them notices a light in the forest and thinks that it must be the Fountain of Youth. Everyone panics as they see the divine light. Everyone then moves out. Meanwhile, a man is fishing in the nearby area. He notices a shark taking the bait and pulling it up. He then throws a harpoon to capture it. Just then someone calls him. The guard reports to Captain Suomen, but the captain reminds him not to disturb his fishing time. The guard then points at the diving light from the forest. Suomen commends him and claims that a bright light will surely attract a lot of fish. Everyone runs toward the light to get the treasure and gain a reward from their captain. Suomen wonders who will be the fish or catcher tonight. The pirates are surprised to see the light move. They continue chasing it. Meanwhile, Chin Tion can see that the pirates are following the flashlight. Seeing that they are leaving the camp, Chin Tion orders Bakuma and Bahama to stay behind and give them support when necessary. Nick and Kata move toward the camp wall. Kata nimbly crosses over the tall wall. Nick follows Kata's move. Chin Tion didn't have a choice but to use his superpower. The three successfully infiltrated the camp and entered a room. They find Nick's father and other captured Lada people. Chin Tion tells Kata to stand guard as he makes the Aqua Regia. He uses it to easily melt the iron chains that lock the cages. Just when they almost finish releasing everyone, they hear the pirates' horn blow. The pirates start moving in their direction and Bahama panics about what to do next. Bakuma reminds her about the magic powder left for them. The twins then start firing flame arrows at the pirates. The food warehouse gets caught on fire. Suomen orders the others to put out the fire while he goes somewhere with other men. Just as he expected, he sees the Lada people escaping. Chin Tion can't believe there is someone smart among these brutes. Seeing their slow progress in escaping, Chin Tion lights up a bomb. He throws it toward the pirates and causes a huge explosion. Chin Tion tells everyone to hurry up. He hopes they can hold out before the pirates can catch them. A pirate suddenly flies toward them and Kata immediately defends themselves. Suomen appears and breaks Kata's spear. He fights as he wonders how he will torture them. Seeing that the pirates are gaining their senses, Chin Tion worries that he and Nick are not enough to stop them. Suwon then offers 200 gold per tribal head for his men. It was enough to revive the pirates' senses. Chin Tion throws another bomb, but a pirate with claws deflects it to the side. The clawed pirate tries to attack Chin Tion, but Nick blocks him in time. Nick asks Chin Tion to leave the pirates to her. More arrows from the twins rain down on the pirates. Their shields and clothes easily caught fire because of the substances Chin Tion added to the arrowheads. He also pulls his bow and shoots at the pirates to incapacitate them. They all became wary of him. A pirate tries to attack Chin Tion from behind, but Chief Rassong defends him. Chin Tion gets help to get over the wall. Chief Rassong shows how much of a fighter he is and easily fights the armed pirates with his bare hands. Chin Tion realizes that Chief Rassong doesn't need any help at all. Everyone tries to mob him, but Chief Rassong scatters sand around. Chin Tion worries that only Kata is having a hard time because he is injured. Kata continues fighting Suwon, but his spear is not holding out. The remaining bomb pirates are also getting back up now. Chin Tion can see that it is time to go and light up another type of bomb. He throws it and orders his allies to close their eyes. It was a simple flash bomb enough to blind the pirates. He tells Nick, Kata, and Chief Rassong to hurry and escape. After they got over the wall, Chin Tion threw a smoke bomb to buy some time for their escape to the forest. Suwon orders his men to hurry and follow the Lada people. However, the forest is too dark for them to travel. Suwon gets mad at his men for letting the fish escape. Everyone panics as they head toward the forest with torches. Chin Tion's team can hear the pirates' horns blowing. Chin Tion realizes that they need to hurry up. However, it will take them a day to reach the coast. They stop as they see pirates searching the area. Chin Tion tells everyone to hide in the meantime and wait for the pirates to leave the area. After half an hour, they encounter another search party. Just when the Lada people were assured that they could escape, some pirates sniffed them out. Everyone from the tribe immediately moved out and easily suppressed half of the search party. The remaining pirates panic as they plan to blow the horn. They try to blow the horn, but Bakuma and Bohama arrive on time to shoot them with arrows. Chin Tion still can't believe how fragile life is after seeing the dead pirates. He then tells the Lada people to move since the confrontation might have alerted the other pirates. However, the pirates immediately arrived in the area. Chin Tion thinks of a way to distract the pirates. He tells the Lada people to go while he distracts the pirates. He tells them not to worry and to keep moving. He lights up another bomb and distracts the pirates with a smoke bomb. Nick tries to join Chin Tion, but her father stops her. The pirates notice Chin Tion running away and they all chase him. Seeing that almost all of the pirates are chasing him, Chin Tion uses his superpower to speed up. The pirates assume that Chin Tion has the Fountain of Youth and blow their special horn. Chin Tion hears how ominous this horn sound is. He continues to run away, but he notices how the pirates are doing a blanket search. He goes in another direction, but there are more pirates. He then decides to gamble on something. He sneaks behind a search team and throws a bomb toward them. Almost everyone gets blinded, but a few pirates discover Chin Tion. He runs toward a cliff and pulls something from his backpack while trusting Alex's craftsmanship. He jumps off the cliff. Chin Tion starts chanting Buddhist scripts. The pirates get flustered after they see Chin Tion jump off the cliff and disappear into nothingness. Everyone starts blaming each other's incompetence until Suwon arrives. He then asks Stein what happened and explains the fantastical things Chin Tion did. Suwon orders them to search below to find the Fountain of Youth. Stein gets scared to go and Suwon doesn't have a choice but to force him down the cliff. Suwon wants to see Chin Tion's corpse. Meanwhile, Chin Tion sighs and folds his parachute while watching the disfigured Stein on the edge. He wonders how Jessica is doing. The morning comes and the Lada people arrive at the coast. Jessica looks for Chin Tion and Nick explains that Chin Tion took on the pirates alone. Everyone gets worried but Jessica assures them that she will not put him in danger. Later Chin Tion is frozen on the shore. He can hear other pirates trying to find a way to go down. Chin Tion feels that he needs to find a solution to escape. He sees some tree branches washed up on the shore and starts collecting them. Just then, Sand Eagle arrives after Jessica asks it to look for Chin Tion. Chin Tion writes down on paper his location with the best possible description. He gives the letter to Sand Eagle.